Hello everyone, I am Prepper Princess. I am the author of Living on Almost Nothing. If you are interested in purchasing this book, I will go ahead and leave a link down in the description box below. So you might have noticed that there's a different background going on in this video, which will bring us to the subject at hand. While a staggering 768 million vacation days went unused in the United States, there were still 100 million families that went on vacation this year. In this video, I'll give you a few tips and tricks as to how you can maximize your financial efficiency on any vacation that you take. Tip number 1 is to bring a crock pot with you. If you're flying and you're unable to bring one with you, it might be a good idea to search a local thrift store in your area and purchase one for about $5 to $10 used. The small purchase can save you a lot of money dining out while you're on vacation. And remember, the larger the family you have with you, the more you're going to save with the use of a crock pot in your hotel room. I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description box below for this particular crock pot or a similar one that I can find. This one was given to me as a Christmas gift several years ago, and it's used on all of my travels. Tip number 2 is to take advantage of any rewards points that you might have. A lot of credit cards offer free flight miles, hotels, car rentals. Just remember to save them up, or you can opt for cash back directly onto your credit card statement. I have never used a credit card so much that I'm able to get a free vacation, but I have been able to at least save some of money on my travels that are paid via this method. As an added bonus, check and see if the hotel you are staying at offers discounts. I have AAA auto insurance, and I am able to get a discount on several different hotels. Tip number 3 is to take advantage of any free breakfast as well as coffee and tea. The hotel that I'm staying at is the Holiday Inn Express in Mill Valley, and I have to say that they do have the best breakfast and best coffee I have ever had at a hotel. Tip number 3, hotels often no longer offer individual bottles of shampoo and conditioner and soap at their locations. They're now typically in reusable bottles that are like attached to the shower themselves. While I am an extreme cheapskate, I am not so cheap that I will pump these into like my own bottle or cup, but I will wash my hair more often than I would at home if I'm given a nice shampoo and conditioner at the hotel. Waste not, want not. Tip number 4 has to do with the extremely high gas prices we are experiencing right now. At this time, gas in Arizona is $4.49, but it's nearly $6 here in the Bay Area of California. Before I left, I filled up my personal gas containers as well as my tank at home, and I brought them with me simply by carrying them in the trunk. I was able to bring 2 5-gallon jugs or 10 gallons with me at $1.50 difference. I'm saving $15. While it's not inconvenience, but it does give me the option of stopping at rest stops instead of gas stations where I might be tempted to buy things like beef jerky or potatoes or something, potato chips or something like that. This brings us to number 5. Pack your own snacks and drinks before you leave if you're traveling in a car. If your hotel does not typically offer small refrigerators in your room, you can call them beforehand and you can request a mini fridge, and 9 out of 10 times they will put a mini fridge in your room for the duration of your stay, which helps you save a little bit more. As a small bonus tip, number 6, just make sure you take advantage of maximum efficiency while traveling. If you have to, do not be embarrassed to set your cruise control at 55 instead of 70. This can save you up to 10 miles a gallon. Also, make sure that your tires are properly inflated and do a vacuum or replacement of your air filter to make sure it's clean before you go. This can save another 5 miles per gallon. When it comes to stuff to do that costs money, of course, look for discounts. But remember that family is the best entertainment that there is. Personally, I'm here for my aunt's 80th birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Barbara, which is sort of a family reunion, and I was able to keep my visit a secret from my aunt as well as my brother. The best moment of this entire trip was just out of luck when my 6-year-old nephew had his hotel room open, telling his dad he was leaving to come to my room. Just for reference, my room is on the other side of the hotel, and he didn't know that I was standing right next to the door because it was early in the morning, and I jumped out in front of him with the door open, and I did the typical like, wah! And he was so scared, and then he fell to the ground, and I got to give him like a huge tickle thing while he wallowed in his embarrassment before we all went downstairs for our free breakfast. I am confident that on the day of my death in the far, far future, this will be one of those simple but amazing memories that have been stamped into my brain that are going to give me joy in the last moments before I go home. Remember the small but amazing moments, everyone, because they are the absolute best. Do what you can with what you've got. Prepper Princess out. Rule number 1 of road trips. Drive 55 on cruise control to get higher miles per gallon. We are at 40.6 and I am just starting this trip, so I expect it to be much higher by the time I get there. Just would like you all to know that I am literally in the middle of nowhere. Nothing for 52 miles was the last sign, and I'm getting full cell phone service, Mint Mobile. So those who say you don't get service where you are, I get it perfectly where I'm at. I can make a phone call right now. We must be in California at 11:42 in the morning. Seriously? Just recording.
Well, yeah, that's funny.
Hey.
Hi from California.
Hi. You know that you are in a nice hotel when they have Dove. Dove. Oh, I love Dove. And I'd like to show you my view.
I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind the Reva Plus.
That's the ocean. Mill Valley is beautiful, but the people are overwhelming. There's just so many of them. Nice people, just so many.
Oompa, is that El Salvador?
Uncle John. Let's see.
Patty cap. John, you know what patty cap is? A patty cap. You know.
Oh, Charlie.
Patty cap. Yeah.
Remember those days?
So, the neighbor brought these.
That's incredible, right?
Isn't that crazy? A neighbor brought these. I mean, you get Aunt Barb has awesome neighbors.
pancake.